All right, welcome everyone with Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Frieren,
Frieren,
episode 4. We had a
Right.
birthday.
Birthday.
Now let's get some more wholesome stuff.
Yep. So let's have some more time with Fern growing up
Yep.
and learning more about not just why, they both love magic, but why they both do what they do. What's the point of all this magic and
Yes.
stuff?
And how does that change maybe when you get a party member?
Or maybe as you relate to things of your past and the time that you spend with them and how you wish you could have experienced it from the perspective that you currently have now. It's only slightly different from what you had before, but it's a bit complicating a lot of emotions and stuff. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh.
Another year.
Okay.
I like this. Every episode, another year passes. To clear the beach so that
Not anymore. Gotcha.
don't have enough people. Oh. I remember how it was back then.
Yeah.
A spell book. Wow.
Nice.
Man has legendary as a capital L as his title. She's now actually reading.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to say, just the legendary mage,
Yeah. And there's a very good chance they don't know that that's fake.
Oh, yeah. Now she remembers this place and how it used to be. Wow, yeah. Come on.
She fell asleep on her feet.
Drag her. Yep. Phenomenal cosmic power. You know.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
You're just now figuring that out?
Are you glamoring yourself to make you look younger, maybe?
Oh.
That'd be really funny.
Not even fighting it, you know.
Yeah. Oh no, please tell us about that.
Yeah.
Please tell us about that one time.
I'm not mad, just disappointed. You can get away with a lot of shit when you're casting the buffs.
If you want your max health increased, you be nice to your mage, your
You
caster,
want that
cleric.
haste.
Yeah, you want that aid every long rest, like.
Okay.
So we can't see it reflect if we don't have clear water.
Right.
Hurry, she says.
Yeah.
Clean up the beach, she says. She'll help, she says.
Right. Group project.
Oh my god. Gorgeous. Burn it all. Ah. Gorgeous. Water quality looks good. Yep. Nice. hello, me. I did, most of the work.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll cast an alarm
Yeah,
spell
exactly.
on myself.
Just pull an all-nighter.
That was the time. This was that one time. Yep.
She's gonna end up carrying her on her back. Oh, okay.
Have you ever been that person that needs to take someone to their flight or
Yeah.
their something that's like very timely at like 4 a.m. or something, and so you wake them up at 3, and they're just like,
5 more
and you're like,
minutes.
nope, you slap,
Yep,
and
yep.
you're like, I'm awake, I'm fine. Oh. Yeah, look at it. I've seen
Right.
thousands of these, yeah. There it is. Uh-huh. Yep. She's just like me, for real, for real. Oh.
Oh.
These are the eggs we were born from.
Eisen's just devastated. Look at that face.
There you go. There's that whole thing of the good life again. Eisen's moved.
Yeah. You could shed tears.
You get to see him again. To hang out.
Aw. Yeah.
Well,
I'm so glad we get to see him again.
Grim Reaper's going around killing all their party members. I guess Eisen's the last one. Yeah. Oh. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 years, maybe.
Prehistoric time.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting. Fern.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's great.
This is sweet, yeah. Oh my
Wow.
god!
And making the grapes sour.
Yep.
He's got skills.
I know. I mean, they could have casted something on him, but
Sure.
still, that's pretty cool. What the ha? I was gonna say you can do the float and enhance your eyes. Yeah. Oh. I was gonna say, yep. Yep. It's gonna have something to do with the dead, yeah. Oh.
Oh, that is a big tree.
Big a tree. He'd be old enough. Oh.
Okay. It's promising. Wait. Oh.
So this is Flam. Oh my god.
Wow. Oh, literally just that.
Damn.
Wow.
And she had forgotten. She had literally forgotten this is where it was.
Yeah.
Holy.
I recognize the handwriting.
Yeah. That's when you realize who Galadriel is descended from, you know?
Yeah.
Like. Oh my gosh. She could just tell by the way that you were that you were not, you know,
Yeah.
building, you know, relationships. And that's just something that would make sense. Whoa.
Oh.
Oriola. Whoa.
Okay.
There's our goal.
Yeah. The idea of heaven, you know, is actually fairly recent. Yeah.
It's at the end.
End of the world.
Wait.
Oh.
Hmm. Cool.
Okay, now we've got our journey. Nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. We
All
didn't.
right.
That's what you're concerned about? I love how she starts looking old once she's complaining and stuff. She's like, oh no, I'm so old. No talking about details.
But they defeated the Demon King, so.
Right, but it's probably just, you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
They need to go explore a dungeon. Oh no, she's terrible.
It's complicated. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Yes. But Eisen was gonna cry there. I can feel compliments coming my way.
Exactly.
Land of the Bards. Yep. We're literally going down memory lane, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're already kind of doing that before, but now we're literally going to be doing
Yep.
it for their final adventure too.
Although, maybe the roads will be a bit safer than it was in their time.
It should be way safer, but it still could be really bad. Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so we have an overall direction for the show.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. Oh. Every time I look at this ED, I'm just seeing new stuff that's blowing me away.
Okay.
All right.
We got our journey, our destination, our time that it's going to take, a 10-year expedition to the end.
Oh boy.
Wow. This is definitely a fairy tale now. I love the way that this is set up.
And this could take the crazy thing is that
this could be the whole series.
Right.
It's also going to take 10 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. It could just be, we've done 1 year every episode, and now we're going to basically finish the core, and that's it.
I could see it being a thing where they then make it like the rest of this season. But it could also be a thing where, oh, no, like we now are done doing episodes a year. It's now the rest of the series.
Sure.
You know?
Yep.
And that's the point, is that we've had such like our own kind of flow and concept of time through the perspectives of these characters being so hyper quick. Then it's the Frieren's point of it'll be a mere 10-year little adventure,
right?
And that's not how relationships work. So in some ways she's learned the things that people were trying to teach her back then, and now she's going to
do it
practice
again.
it. She's going to put it into experience, and it's exciting.
Yeah,
it's really exciting because now we know where her character development is going to be focused on, and
exactly.
who's
And
gonna be with,
if the show decides to have it be something where, say, like it is just 10 episodes or something like that, and we get the resolution to it like soon,
I love how we can now say soon. And it's
exactly,
funny because we're talking about Frieren.
Yeah, like because any other show, if it said like, oh, we're going on a 10-year travelogue, I'm like, oh wow, oh goddamn, know, right? Whereas with this one, that really could be a walk in the park. Like it could be just we're telling this story of how Frieren gets the second chance to do it over again, and that's all the story's going to be.
That's
right?
all of it.
And it's just, oh hey, were these 10 years meaningful? Right? Like you could almost look at the camera afterwards and be like, will you remember them fondly?
Yep.
Did they leave an impact, even though this is less than 1% of your life?
Sure.
Sure. Like I love it. I love it.
Love it too. All right, so we got to hang out with Eisen a bit. I love
appreciate that.
Hey Eisen, I'm here to hang out, as he's with his, parents' graves and stuff. But then we see that Hater was at his shit again, or Hater, is that up to his shit again, where he specifically talked with Eisen to have him end up doing some research, to follow up on his own research of where the legendary mage Flam left their final kind of repository of knowledge.
Yeah.
The idea, though, that because Frieren was her best student, that might have been the way in which Haiter got the info. But it also is another pretty interesting thing in that Frieren just kind of forgot because she didn't really care.
Sure.
So it's the kind of thing of where, that knowledge...
I trained with them a while back.
It was a few thousand years ago or so.
And, I mean, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that time, she knew back then, based on the way that you interacted with people, that you were going to have some issues with relationships.
Right. It's so, like you said, poetic earlier, but it really is that, yes, for this person who has the perspective of someone who lives for thousands of years and everything, and then you have the person whose whole life is encapsulated in a little blip, in their existence. And, their perspective goes far beyond yours.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's...
Far beyond.
That's wonderful. Open to the exact page.
Yeah.
Like that...
I also love it as well because while they're going to a literal place of the dead, basically, there is just enough of a thematic fairy tale kind of journey of the person who couldn't die needs to understand what death really is.
Right.
So is going to back to the place where their friends had their great victory, but will go through the same struggle again. But by going through it again, she's effectively getting to have her own version of going back in time and doing it all over again. And if they do assemble a party because they know the journey will be treacherous, we could really use a frontline fighter.
Exactly. Like, even if it's just the one, like just somebody to
we
just
can
dry
buff the
grow.
shit out of you.
You're
exactly. Gonna be fine.
And I gotta say, goddamn, like this show has done a great job of making the magic and the wizards feel very awesome.
Yes,
good job. But Eisen, holy shit, this is the I'm too old. I'd get in your way, bro.
He still went into the tier 4 adventuring, levels.
Yeah, exactly, right.
He's still that.
He's still
good.
level 17. He's just
he just has a -4 to all of his mental
stats.
abilities.
He's like, damn it.
To all his physical abilities.
My strength is only an 18 now.
My dex is now an 8. Oh God, I'm horrible. My constitution is a 16. I might as well be a level 5 adventurer again.
Right, exactly. Just picking up the giant boulder over his head.
Exactly. Like and then fucking running on water.
Yeah.
Even if that was them just casting a thing on him, but whatever.
Yeah, like that's some next level shit. And Eisen is just, I don't know. I feel like he's such a wonderful mascot for this show, where it's just like...
I mean, yes, other than Frieren herself.
Well, no, yeah, of course. All right, Frieren's the main character. But like, and the wonderful comedy, but also sweetness with the, hey, here's someone who does still live for a long time, maybe not as long as you.
Right.
And they do have better perspective, but also... even the gruff person who is drawn in a different art style because they want to so communicate how stoic this dude is, right? Even he's like, nah, hey, that's not how relationships work, right? Like, I don't know. He just feels so wonderfully tsundere.
Look how you can see the tears welling up right here. When she says, you must understand that, Eisen, and he can barely respond. He's just like, you can see the tear right there forming.
Or is that wrinkles?
Right I don't know. Maybe.
But I mean, given how Eisen is, even if there aren't any tears there, that is
it's a horrible day for Rain.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, yeah.
But okay, they're gonna have their 10-year adventure, and yes, this is a fairy tale now. we're going to the place beyond the end that was their previous end to go find the means to communicate with the past,
Yep.
friends and acquaintances, and thus then have the acknowledgement of death and what it means, and then she'll be able to understand it and then take that and bring that back into her own travels as she goes about the world with this great gift that has been passed down to her from the legendary mage.
Yeah.
We don't just have Frieren, the immortal wizard that's lives for a long
Right.
time, so obviously is very strong because they know a lot of spells. No, they're also a progeny
They were a legend
of
back then.
Yeah, they're a progeny of specific lineage and very, very powerful lineage in terms of magic.
And I love that it was just a casual thing. Like, oh yeah, I studied with them.
I also love that her name is Flam and she has orange hair. That just feels very on point. The naming conventions of this anime are very fun, given that all the names are in German too, and they very much seem to have the very straightforward just German words, to describe some aspects of their personality and stuff. But yeah, we had the beach cleaning, which is a really kind of sweet reminder of, there are some things that you can't do alone, or that you would actually get a lot out of because you're the kind of person that would feel something if you went with somebody else.
Right.
So it's that's why Himmel wanted to bring me with him. Yeah.
And I gotta say, I also like the format of getting the half episode bit that's dealing with one thing and then the half episode for something else.
Yeah, it's very much it feels like a 2-chapter anime,
exactly.
Manga adaptation. I want to say though, I've rarely, if ever, been wholly, since the second episode, been wholly on board with we need to look at Hater a little bit more closely, but hey,
I think it's...
I know, but he's still influencing the story in this way.
The way I like to think of it is that it's this is totally where that kind of stuff could have come from, because he's a human and he's afraid of dying.
Right, and there's nothing bad about being afraid of dying.
But there's nothing bad about that, right? Everybody has to deal with that, and he's no exception, right?
Yeah.
And also, because he knows how it can kind of suck to be afraid of death and everything, he also kind of has a unique perspective into Frieren's situation, right?
And on the idea of heaven and
exactly.
all that as well.
Yep. And so he's able to leave these little gifts behind for her, even if they're not necessarily things that she was, actively signing up for herself.
Right.
But
I just think it's funny that it's the whole thing of where, gonna have her go to heaven with actual now, necromancy kind of big style magic and stuff from her teacher, and he interesting.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of stuff where I don't see it necessarily as an antagonistic thing anymore. I just am impressed that the show keeps doing he's still doing his best to kind of manipulate her into using magic that seems like it would be helpful for people that don't want to die or want to kind of figure out a way beyond death, and then putting her into a position where she could come to that. That's interesting. That's interesting.
It is indeed.
Yeah. But
okay.
All in all, a really, really sweet episode. I also love the idea of them going to the Demon King's castle and finding it still inhabited, because the OP very much did have that young elf kind of creepy kid on the throne there.
And
I think that is very much like the Demon King's son or something.
Yeah, that absolutely oozed the, yes, now the demon leader is this person who will have smug, anime face, right? And yeah.
And I gotta say, I think it'd be really fun to have a situation where it's you're the last remaining member of that party that killed, my dad, or my cousin, or this is the Demon King reincarnated or something. But
that racist uncle I didn't like.
Right. I love the idea of them having an actual relationship connection of some kind, because of the cozy nature of this show, that even when they'd encounter someone who might be evil, it could be something where they end up
right. This show is
some kind of connection there.
Right, because this show is so not about the traditional conflict that even if we're actually having them be we're going to go to the Demon King's castle, that don't mean that this is going to be an action show. So,
I do think that there's going to be some action as they grab more
sure.
party members.
yeah.
Because in a lot of ways, the other party members are how you can introduce real stakes into this because of the fragility of non-Frieren characters.
That is true.
So the idea of her potentially being tested in a way to both empower these people to live their lives to the fullest, but then also doing her best to care about their lives in a way that is a little bit more hands-on. Because we saw a lot of instances where Frieren needed the hands-on to be moved in her direction. I'm just gonna say.
Exactly.
Just gonna say there.
Yes.
So Fern, hang in there.
Yep. It ain't much, but it's honest
It
work.
ain't much, but it's Fern's work, you
Yep.
know. Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.